From what I've seen of most people in business, they do not deserve to make more money because they do not look after the money they've got. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And when we talk about personal cash flow management, the aim of the game is to look after the pennies so the pounds look after themselves. In this episode, I'm going to share with you my magic trick, which will enable you to know down to the penny where you are against your monthly budget with your personal spending in 30 seconds at any time of the day. This 3-card hat trick is the secret to success if you want to automate your finances and never have to worry again about where your hard-earned cash is going, so you can then focus on going out there and making more. Personal cash flow management and the 3-card hat trick is the foundation level 1 of going out there and building wealth and creating financial independence. There are not many people, if I was to go and ask them, do you want more money, that they would not say yes. And the reality is you are wasting your money. It's going down the drain and we need to stop that from happening today. What you can't measure, you can't manage. And it's the same with employees. It's the same with businesses. And it's exactly the same with your own money. And in this podcast, I'm going to take you through the 3-card hack trick, which will enable you to manage your personal finances down to the penny, completely automated, and see where you are at any point in the month in less than 30 seconds. So, if you haven't already listened to podcast episode 189, I would recommend go back and listen to that. And that is called Personal Cash Flow Management, and it will show you how to set up your personal cash flow in practice. What we're talking about here is another hack to go over the top, which will completely automate your finances so you never have to worry about what you're spending, where it's going, or where you are financially ever again. The aim of the game here is to look after the pennies. And if you genuinely want to become wealthy, the first thing you can do is get the discipline and management skills to actually manage your own finances effectively. If you're currently carrying around pockets of cash and you've got change in bowls and you're running around with cards on cards and credit cards, you're completely missing the trick. You should know down to the penny where you are, and you should only have 3 debit or credit cards to enable you to do that. For those of you sitting there thinking this is something you'll focus on in the future, if your primary objective running a business is to actually make money, this is something you should have started yesterday, and I'm going to take you through it now. The reason we call it a hack trick is it's a play on word of the word hat trick. There is 3 cards, and it's a hack to manage your finances. So 3 cards that you need to automate your finances. I'm going to take you through them one at a time. So the first is your current account. So most people, this will be with like a Barclays or a NatWest. It's a high street bank. It's a normal debit card. And that's the first card you need. The second is what we'd call a top-up card. So this might be a Revolut or a Monzo or just a top-up card that you can buy and top up on a monthly basis. The aim of the game is it's not necessarily it doesn't have money going into it. You just top it up on a monthly basis. And it might not have an account behind it per se or a high street bank. It's just a card that you top up with money and spend. And then the third is a company card, credit card, debit card, where you put all of your expenses through. So I'm going to take you through these in turn. The first is the current account, which is for me, my NatWest account. And the only thing that should happen here, most people, this would be your main account. The only thing that should happen here is your monthly money goes in. So for example, your salary or your dividend that you pay yourself monthly, it goes in. And then there's only 2 things that should go out. It should be standing orders and direct debits. So if you've got standing orders going out to pay for certain things, it's the same every month. Your book or your direct debits, your standing orders, they go out every month to pay for your insurance, your mortgage, your gas and electricity, your car insurance. They should be set up, they should be standardized, and they should be automated. Apart from that set amount of money coming in once a month and those direct debits and standing orders going out once a month, that's the only thing that should happen in your current account. You should not be buying coffee. You should not be buying Christmas presents. You should not be buying train tickets or expenses in your current account. If you log into my current account, my NatWest account, you will see my money come in, my direct debits and standing orders go out, and within about 10 to 15 transactions a month, that's all that happens. In your account, however, it will probably be hundreds of transactions, everything from tins of baked beans to £100,000 mortgages, and that is not the way you run your personal account. So current account is 1, money in, standing orders and direct debits out. That is it. That's your NatWest, your Barclays, your Santander, whatever, HSBC. That's your current account, your debit card. That's all you use it for. You don't even really need a debit card, but I carry it around with me just in case I need it. The second is lifestyle costs. So what are you going to spend your lifestyle on? What are you going to buy your Christmas presents with? What are you going to pay for Valentine's gifts and dinners out with? Well, that is called your lifestyle cost. And what we do is put that on a top-up card. In account 1, which is your current account, you have one standing order a month, which is your lifestyle budget, which goes to your top-up card. The reason for this is we don't want your current account to be muddied with £2, £3, £4 bags of sweets. It should be money in, standing orders and direct debits out, and that's it. One of those standing orders is your lifestyle cost, which might be £500 a month or £1,000 a month, and that needs to go onto your top-up card. For me, I use Revolut. Some of you might use Monzo. You can use Soldo. You can use any top-up card you want. But the aim of the game is all of that noise of all those little transactions comes out of your top-up card. So my top-up card is a Revolut card, and when I go to the shop to buy food, or I go to a restaurant and buy Valentine's dinner, those lifestyle costs come out of the top-up card. And the logic is that you can spend your lifestyle cost on whatever you want. It's completely lifestyle, it's discretionary spending, it's disposable income. You can spend it on whatever you want. And we don't want to look at the transactions. We don't care. All we care is that if your budget is 750 quid a month, you don't go over 750 quid a month. And the way you figure that out is you go into Revolut, you log in, and if you've spent all your money, that's it for the month. Your basics are covered, your standing orders are covered, but your lifestyle is just your discretionary spending. And that's the second card, your Revolut card, your top-up card. And then the third is company expense. So where you can legitimately put travel, train tickets, coffees, lunches, stationery, whatever, onto a company card and bill it to one of your company cards. That's the third one. So I personally use an Amex. Some of you might use Curve card. Some of you might use Capital on Tap. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just a credit card or a debit card that you put all of your expenses through. I personally just use one and then divvy it all up at the end of the month. You could use a Curve card and then which charges to individual cards. You could use something else. But the aim of the game is all of your company expenses go through one company card. I use a Gold Amex card. And then what you've got there is complete automation. So your current account is just for standing orders and direct debits, and down to the penny, you know what's coming in and what's going out every month. Your lifestyle card on your Revolut is your disposable income, coffees, weekend stuff to do at the weekend, Christmas gifts, that lifestyle money. And all that you need to look at is you know you got 750 quid a month. You just need to make sure you don't go over budget. And then the third is company expenses. Anything you can build to a company, put it on a company card, and then I personally divvy it up at the end of the month and bill it to the individual companies. With that, you can walk around with 3 cards. You can have complete automation over all of your accounts, and you can know down to the penny when you log into your Revolut card or your top-up card where you are for the month, how close you are to hitting budget, and how much you've got left to spend to make sure you don't go over it. This is step 1 of building a financial fortress. This is all you need to do to manage your personal finances. And if you're serious about creating generational wealth for your family and financial independence to make sure that you genuinely have all of your outgoings covered, this is layer 1. If you're currently earning over £100,000 a year and have not started building your financial fortress, luckily for you, we are currently running our annual events. If you go to www.livingoffthesteam.co.uk, once a year, we ran it last year, we're running it this year, we're running it now. We do our Financial Fortress Living Off the Steam blueprint training. Over 5 weeks online, you can learn steps 1 to 10, how to build financial independence and how to create generational wealth. This only works if you're currently making over £100,000 a year. It is a £5,000 plus VAT product, and it does have 100% money back guarantee. If you do not make 10 times your Financial Fortress training investment, so if you don't make £50,000 plus return on investment, you get all of your money back, 100% guaranteed, no questions asked. Go to www.livingoffthesteam.co.uk now to learn how to build your financial fortress and secure your spot on this year's annual online 5-week training. Other than that, this is the 3-card hat trick. This is the step 1 of building your financial fortress. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.